everyone, welcome to SheaRants for Horror and Supreme. Today I am talking about Freddy vs. Jason, also known as Freddy vs. Jason Nightmare Edition, and also known as Freddy vs. Jason Friday Edition. Yeah, it's got 3 versions. No, I haven't seen all of them. No, I've only watched one of them. I've only watched the regular one. I can't be bothered to watch the same movie 3 times just for a few different kills and a few extra scenes in there. That's just dumb. I mean, it's also called more money for the studios. That's great, isn't it? So yeah, the movie is very weird. It follows Freddy Krueger trying to bring Jason Voorhees back just so he can kill for him. And because he is scared that everyone's no longer scared of him. And that's pretty much the whole movie. No point in watching the rest of the video. Just click off right now. I'm joking, no. Please stay. But yeah, let's get into it. So the film begins in a dark and gritty boiler room, fittingly, as Freddy Krueger gets the first kill of the movie. His introduction is brutal as he murders a young girl off screen, and it reminds us of his terrifying legacy. And meanwhile, Freddy recalls how he was killed by a load of other people, granted powers by dream demons, the whole 9 yards, but he's now powerless. Forgotten by the children of Elm Street, to regain his strength, he devised a plan to instill fear and re-brace his amazing power by resurrecting another legendary slasher, Jason Voorhees. From his weird perspective, this film is just very weird. Like, when he brings back Jason Voorhees, it just gets so odd. So, I don't even know where to start. So, Jason is brought back when Freddy pretends to be his mum, and then he pretends to be a bunch of other, like, teenagers and horny people. Jason stabs them, and then it warps into Freddy Krueger, and then the film then takes us to Springwood, where the Elm Street house stands, now inhabited by a group of unsuspecting teens. Laurie, the film's protagonist, is among them. They're trying to ignore her friend's flirtations, and the teens' night of partying is interrupted when Jason appears and murders a few of them. Laurie then hears the name Freddy Krueger mentioned by the police, and as she falls asleep, she enters his nightmarish realm. So Freddy attacks her, but he's still too weak to kill her, so to regain his full strength, Freddy needs Jason to continue killing, thereby instilling more fear and, consequently, more power for himself. So Jason just keeps killing a bunch of people. He goes a bloody path through the teens of Elm Street, including a gruesome decapitation, and meanwhile, Laurie's ex-girlfriend and his mate Mark both institutionalized escape to try and help Laurie. And as the body count rises, Freddy grows frustrated with Jason's effectiveness, and this frustration peaks when Freddy is posing as Jason's mother, Pamela Voorhees, and constantly orders him to kill the children of Elm Street. And Freddy's manipulation kind of leads too far because Jason just kills way too many people, so he gets all pissed off and then he just starts moaning, so he then gets the upper hand and he messes around with Jason's fear of water. This subplot, however, is literally never heard of again, and it's also really stupid considering how Jason was on a boat for the entirety of Jason Takes Manhattan. He's also been in the water before, several times. He's killed a few people in the water before, several times. But, I guess those didn't happen now. I guess it's just all a dream. It's a nightmare on Elm Street. And yeah, it sucks, to be honest. I hate this film. And yeah, they then get some drugs. Great time. They steal some drugs, which is like a sleep-possessing drug from the real world. The plan is to get Freddy and bring him back to the real world and then have Jason kill him. But Freddy then possesses one of the teens and destroys the drugs and then kills that teen. The final showdown then takes place at Crystal Lake, Jason's home turf. And the teens lure Freddy into the real world, where a brutal and epic battle ensues, and Freddy and Jason tear into each other with relentless ferocity, each utilising their amazing abilities and weapons, and the fight is really cool. It's got a lot of dark humour and just sheer horror. And in the climax, Freddy and Jason seem evenly matched, but they then go into the water, and then Jason comes up back out of the water onto the dock, which once again is like, how the hell is he scared of water if he's literally walking out of the water right now? And then he's holding Freddy's head, which winks at the camera. Yeah, it's a very dumb ending, I'm not gonna lie. It's so dumb. But yeah, this movie's definitely a high-octane horror film that brings together two of the genre's most iconic figures in a blood-soaked showdown. It's got a mix of brutal kills, dark humour, and a nod to the classic elements of both franchises. It delivers a memorable and thrilling experience for both fans of Nightmare and Friday. And this method is definitely really cool in the movie. The fact that they're able to like switch between both movies at some points, like not movies, but like both like elements of the franchises is what I meant. And it's really cool. I do think that there's a lot of bad parts in the movie. For one, the ending, it's pretty bad, I won't lie. But hey, it's not as bad as the last one. There's that. It's not as bad as the one before the last one either. But yeah, so Freddy vs. Jason definitely delivers on the promise of the monumental clash between the horror's most infamous villains. It offers a wild ride of thrills, kills, and dark humour. It's directed by Ronnie Yu, and he skillfully navigates both franchises and perfectly mixes them together like a good smoothie. Which, yes, I'm making that reference because I just drank a smoothie before filming this. Robert Englund returns as Freddy, and he does an amazing job once again. And Ken Kersinger takes over for the amazing actor who played him in the last few, but I can't remember the name for him at the moment, but I will probably after I record this. Kane Hodder. There we go. He takes over for Kane Hodder, and he definitely brings the silent slasher to life with a menacing ferocity. And while the plot may veer into the realm of very dumb stuff, the film manages to stay grounded by its ensemble cast of teenage protagonists. And, you know, the main characters are pretty good. I mean, the Nightmare characters are better than the Friday characters, at least. Because the Friday characters are all really dumb, horny, mean teens. Whereas the Nightmare characters are a bit more well-written and a bit more interesting. And yeah, this movie's definitely just pretty meh in some parts. Ultimately, it's a great love letter to both horror fans and fans of this franchise and the other franchise alike. It offers a great mix of both iconic monsters, and while it may not delve into deep psychological horror, the film delivers in its own promise of pure entertainment. So yeah, that's pretty much Freddy vs. Jason. What do you guys think about this movie? Let me know in the comments below if you have seen the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, I kind of recommend it. It's a bit of fun. You know, it mixes the franchises together. If you did like what you see here and you want to see some more of my reviews, though, click just up here and you can see some more. Until next time, bye-bye.